Now we bought these chairs and we're really not satisfied with them because they do this rock and roll thing and they swivel and they're like really loose. We got a really good price on them, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take this seat cover off and get down in here and remove the swivel and make these chairs stationary. So let's see if I can do that. 1, 2, flip this. Okay, let's see if we can get the seat off here. Perfect, and they look like Allen set. Now these are kind of neat because what these are is they're an Allen type screw bolt that pinches up into the wood and then it's got a thread inside. This should let me get to the bottom of these, which are exactly the same thing. These pull down into the wood with a screw. Set that aside for a minute. We'll take these out. There you can see how crazy that is. I don't know how that's supposed to actually function for a long period of time, but what I've decided to do here is I've taken these out of the other piece here. These went in here like this for supports. I'm taking those out. I'm going to reattach these here. Underneath, I'm going to set this straight down over here. And then we'll be able to screw the old screws into this ring, and that'll make it rock solid. So all I need to do is line my back up where I want it, put these in here and here, and screw them in. Okay, I've got this landed exactly where I want it. This back is directly offset these legs. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use 2.5-inch drywall screws, and I'm going to go through here so that they go into this board in the center. I'm going to countersink them a little bit. So let's start on that process. I'm going to drill my first hole right here. Now I've got these lined up. Now I've got my countersink hole here. Now these aren't going to matter because my wife is planning on painting these chairs anyway a different color. So, and that's a good enough countersink. Pre-drilled, and I'm going to put this screw in, but I put a little bit of this on it to help it sink. Beautiful. I've installed 2 clamps. This first screw I put in, the ring is right at the right height. So I installed these 2 clamps to bring the rings together and bring them up to the same height. And now it's time to put in more screws. Now this is hardwood, so it's harder to drill. You can see my bit was smoking a little bit there. A little dishwashing detergent on it. Soap works too. You can just rub these on a bar of soap. Now that is probably attached pretty well, but this back here is still moving just a little bit right there. So now I'm going to put this right here, and then we'll screw it into this ring, and then we'll screw it into this ring. It seems like a lot of work to go through for a chair, but these chairs are awesome, and they really are going to be nice. And I'm trying to set them up so they'll last a long, long, long time. Right here is where I'm having the problem. I'm going to put this right here. On here. All right, now I'm going to drill a hole here and one here and attach it to the inside ring. To second bracket in. Oh, yeah. Perfect. These stools will last years and years and years. This is the chair in its finished form. It's painted. It's exactly the way my wife wanted it. And it looks great. Now these other chairs, there's 2 more in this set. And what was going on with these chairs is these swivels on the other 2 were going way bad. So what I did to fix these is I welded this shut here, around here, and I welded around here. I ground that off. Then I flipped it, and I ground off all around here, and I welded these fast in that position so that the legs would be here and here. Your foot rung will be underneath. Now this is the last one, and I haven't welded it yet because it came off this chair. This chair is going in a different place, so that's the reason why I lowered it so much. The other 2 are still probably about 2 inches higher after I welded these shut and replaced them onto the chairs. They're going to go in a different spot. So that's the reason why I did that. Just remember, anybody can do this kind of stuff. If you have a small shop and some decent tools, go out and do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.